down here on the sidelines at Cousins Paintball. I'm here with Steven Lasher from TonTons. Now, you guys played Ironman earlier, and it wasn't as fast of a game as we thought you were going to play. Was that just in that one match, or is this one going to be a little faster?
Don't really know how 187 is going to play. We do know a little bit because me and Hammond have both played him before whenever we played for Top Gun. Last game, we definitely were just running into the paint like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off, but we're definitely going to learn from our mistakes and make some changes.
All right, so what are those changes that you're going to make? Obviously, 187 is not going to see this, so you can spill it.
We're going to play slower, smarter paintball. Of course, we're going to be aggressive. That's how TonTons like to play, but definitely not going to run into paint like we were before.
All right, well, thank you so much. Good luck. 187 versus TonTons is coming up next. Back to you, Maddie.
Thanks, Lauren. Well, I'm really looking forward to this game. I've become a big fan of 187 throughout last year. Great bunch of guys. I like the way they play the game. I think they got good style, good aggression. And I want to see how good Nick Laval, Max Traylor, Eddie Painter, and Dan Zaleski are going to play this year. I feel those are their best players. They did work last year, earned a lot of respect. The whole team's pretty good. They got a lot of talent over there, but those players look to me like the most refined version of the young up-and-coming guys. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe we'll see some new names out there stepping up to carry some weight for 187.
You know, actually, they're one of the few teams for the offseason that actually maintained most of their roster. Yeah, I mean, we always say this all the time, but this offseason, honestly, it was nasty. Crazy.
It was nasty. Yeah, it's like every year it's like, oh, it was a crazy
exactly.
No, this was a crazy, but this one was particularly crazy.
And the only reason I knew what was going on by PayPal Access, because he's quick, man.
Well, we're trying to keep up with everything, man. It's, yeah, sometimes it would be just multiple things happening on each day, but that's what's fascinating about the sport. It's just like anything else. You know, you guys are seeing these guys play paintball over there, but there's so much effort and time and hard work goes into these moments right here, which is why those moments become magnified. There's Jenkel, another great player for 187. I'd really like to see some of the role players for 187 break out of their shells this year and stunt out there as well. That would be great to see, and I think that's really what would help take 187 to the next level.
Well, you know, we're fortunate enough to be here for their inaugural season, and now this is their sophomore season, and we want to see if they're going to take what they learned all last year and try and apply it, especially with some time in the offseason to get better.
And Max Traylor taking the walk over here on the snake side. We talked about him coming over here now and switching it up.
Yeah, but Max Traylor, I mean, he got shot going to that second temple. We saw the TonTons shoot the Ironmen going to that temple
they
a lot
lose
as
the
well.
ball, too, so it's not looking good. Oh, and a major penalty. So 187, they have the same curse that Seattle Thunder had as well, as Jenkel walks off with a major penalty, which is going to seal the deal here, this first point for the TonTons.
Very aggressive play. They shoot pretty good lanes in the break, Todd. And I walked down this field, and you know, I look at these lanes, and these lanes they're pretty open, but you got to be on point because there's such a small window to get to the spots that your shots have got to be on point.
And we're going to be right back here with the second point of this match. See you in a second.
There's the deer hunter.
Yeah.
The deer hunter.
We have all the deer hunters surrounding the field, watching everybody.
Duck Dynasty up there doing stats. And these guys up there all day. That is a long day.
Well, somebody's got to count the kills, man.
I'm telling you.
Somebody's got to count the kills. So, yeah, and go to Paintball Access, check all the statistics there. And as the statistics start to break down for this event, we'll bring you that information. And I can't wait to see who the leaders are going to be for this year. It was quite the runoff last season, and you know, it was Dan Holliday and Marcelo Margot and Alexander Burnikoff were always up there in those top spots. And there was a couple guys that would flash up and come back down and flash up and come back down. Ryan Greenspan was up there for a while as well. And who are going to be the top 10 guys this year? We will see. That remains to be seen. This game brought to you by PV Nation.
I guarantee you Alex Goldman hopes it's him.
Well, Alex Goldman, you know, he's putting his guns where his mouth is, and he's already got a bet with Dalton Vanderbilt from Dynasty. and also with Nick Laval, who's betting on his boy Max Trailer, and they got guns on the line. So that's going to be interesting to see how that develops.
And they're consistently.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. Max Trailer goes trying to run and gun into that spot again and gets shot on the break.
Yeah, and Axel Godin taking the walk on the far side of the field. You didn't quite see that for the TonTons. Now it's a 4-on-4. But yeah, they're shooting that lane over here on that, going that temple, going to the snake over here pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, TonTons, I'm telling you, they bounced Alex Goldman and Stephen Pitts going to those spots a few times.
Yeah, and look at this. Moves being made over here for the 187 as they get into this Dorito over here, 40-yard line Dorito. I'm sorry, 50-yard line Dorito, and he's wrapping around, trying to get those shots on him.
And, looking at the 50 Dorito on the right side of your screen, you can see right now 187, but on the opposite side of the field now, here comes the TonTons making the move. They didn't see him get in there, Todd.
Now Vulu, right there, number 25 in the snake. You see him creeping and then coming through the Dorito side of the field. Close that last game out. Looks like Samuelson gonna grab that flag, run it in, put another point on the board. So that major penalty really kind of hurting right now. 187, not the way that they wanted to start off. Get a major penalty. I mean, these teams. It's just
you can't do that against teams like this. I mean, this is a top level game out here, and unfortunately, that just happened to be on the wrong side of the game. We'll come back at these messages real quick, Todd.
Want to catch the best paintball videos on the web? Then tune in to paintballaccess.com. Fill your mind with compelling articles, player stats, and the best interviews in the business. And this season, paintballaccess.com has become even hotter with exclusive videos from the cXPL. The cXPL is easily Canada's largest tournament, featuring real X-ball with 15 balls per second and 25-minute halves. Drop by paintballaccess.com for exclusive footage from Canada's hottest tournament.
And we are back. Also, in case you hadn't heard, the dates for the second event have come out. So it's going to be at Chesapeake City, or in Chesapeake City, OXCC Rick Carver's Field. Man, such an amazing facility. If you're in that area of the world, you definitely need to get out there and check it out. It's going to be over Cinco de Mayo weekend. Go to pspevents.com for more information. And yeah, that's going to be a good one, man. That's always a nice, pristine field to play at. And got a great setup there.
What's the date on that?
The Cinco de Mayo weekend.
Oh, May 5th. Yeah. Nice.
So it's going to be awesome. And also, we've got a lot of PSP affiliate leagues all around the world. So we have over 100 countries tuning in on the webcast. And if you feel like you want to get in the fight, man, it's a fun, amazing life adventure. Every skill level is available. Again, go to pspevents.com for more information on all of the affiliate leagues. And here we go. So TonTons up 2 points against 187 right now. 18-14 still left. And upTon 187 crew, their stars are not getting it done right now and really struggling to stay out alive and getting penalties as well.
And also, you see right there, miscommunication. They left early. That you can't do that on these games right now. Leaving early, not getting on the field, getting shot out of your bunkers, and here comes the TonTons just making light work of these guys. They lost 2 in the break just because they left early, Matty.
Yeah, Steven Lasher comes all the way down to the end of the snake, though, and then he gets shot up. Slasher's one of those guys that was picked up, by the TonTons, fill out their roster, have some good bodies, some good players over here. This is a new opportunity for Steven Lasher to get back in this pro scene and prove that he belongs here. Heyman Chapman, I know that he's really motivated to come out here and do a good job as well, but I've played with Slasher before, and he's got a great attitude, but he needs to have a little bit better mental focus, and play that snake a little bit better. Check out this replay. You see the horn going from the other field. 2 of the TonTons left a little early and didn't tag up. It is a rule that you can come back and tag up, but they made no attempt to tag up. They just thought they'd just take off, and that is a no-no. Get pulled right away.
Must have been the French horn. Sorry.
It's on a different,
it wasn't that funny,
it's in a different time zone.
I thought it sounded funny in my head, but
can you play the French horn?
No, I can't.
All right, so the score is it's been all TonTons, 3-0, in a great performance for them so far. But a lot of it's been 187 dropping the ball. We did not expect this. We thought they were going to come in strong this year. We're going to be right back. like to send a special shout out to the sponsors for the PSP Tournament Series: Empire Paintball, Die, GI Sports, Planet Eclipse, DLX, and the HK Army. You know, if it was, seriously, everyone out there watching, if it wasn't for these companies, paintball at this level does not exist. That's how the world works. So please support our sponsors that are supporting everyone in the game by helping transcend this sport to the next level, including everyone that's advertising here with the webcast. Send them emails, buy their stuff, go to their websites. Please help us help the sport. And here we go, TonTons dominating 187 Crew right now. And 187 Crew finally getting out of that box and getting tagged out immediately and still just getting chewed up, man. Not able to get any sort of offense going on.
Yeah, you know, it's unfortunate to get shot in the break. The TonTons are doing a good job of once they shoot that guy, maintaining that lane and keeping them out from filling.
Yeah, TonTons are shooting the snake side on the break really well. I believe that's the third time in a row that they've shot at least one body from Crew off the snake side of the field on the break, so just really opening it up for themselves right now, creating that advantage and then making the best of it. We got 2 bodies left alive here as number 7,
but the
Frank Shaboom.
Yeah, the TonTons are getting chewed up here. And there's one player left alive for 187 Crew, and it's Dan Zaleski over there on the Drew side. See if he can pull it off. Oh, no, he finally gets shot out. And let's see if there's any bodies left alive for the TonTons, though. I don't think anyone's left alive, guys.
I think they might have traded out, but I think he actually missed him. There was a minor penalty thrown on the TonTons right there, and that will stay up on the board. If you win the point and you do get a minor penalty, that does stay on the board.
Yeah, the penalties are real simple. Minor penalty is signified by a yellow flag, and major is a red flag thrown in the air by the referee. And then the player has to go into the penalty box, which is right behind the start gate, and stay there for the amount of time. The penalty is 1 minute for minors, 2 minutes for majors, and majors stay up on the board the entire time.
And that penalty was talking after he was eliminated. Unfortunately, that's an unfortunate penalty.
Yeah, it was a minor penalty.
Yeah,
so.
it was minor, but I mean, still, talking after you're eliminated, there's really no reason for it.
Well, you're right, but it's one of those things that kind of takes a while to get used to. And again, TonTons coming over from Europe, not used to these referees yet, but they're learning fast.
Yeah, they are.
And we're going to be right back after this. We're in the 187 pits right now. It's like a pit for race cars. Put some new tires on it, get some gas in there, and get them ready to go. And
Try not to hit any of the pit crew on the way out.
Yeah. And so 187 just getting completely and utterly dominated by the TonTons, who look really good. This is a good win for the TonTons. If they can continue this, put 3 more points on the board and win this race to 7 points here, that's going to bode well for them, because the 187 crew really wanted to come in and make a statement this season after they had a pretty good year last year.
You know, they're just not playing their kind of ball. I mean, here comes the aggression now. You know, I like they're a very aggressive team. You see him go up the center there. He's at the A, which is the middle of the field right there. But Colombo taking the walk for the time. He's sitting in the box for the TonTons. It's 4-on-5 right now in favor of 187.
Yeah, there goes Dan Zaleski getting involved in the game over there. Jumps into Dorito 3, and one of those guys shot out number 25, Shaboom. And you got Max Trailer over here sitting in the little plate, the mini race bunker behind the snake. He's going to get involved. He gets on his feet, comes into snake 2. The bodies start dropping. Steven Lasher again getting shot out of his bunker. He's going to run off the field.
Heyman Chapman on your screen, on the left-hand side of your screen right there, along with Axel Godin, the last 2 players alive on the TonTons. 5 seconds left in the penalty. Watch for him to come out of the box. That's going to help him out a little bit, but I think Max Trailer's just going to blow him to pieces coming out of the box. There's nowhere for those guys to go because there's no back center bunker anymore.
Yeah, it does make it pretty hard to get out of the box now because there's no back center, but hey, we're not going to make it easier for you to come out of the penalty box after you cheated, you know?
Yeah. Right, yeah, exactly. You know, and it looks like that. Here comes the pain down the center field. Nice run through right there by number 16.
And Dan Zaleski getting it done, but now, I think he got a minor penalty. So I think he might have taken one right there. Now he's gonna have to sprint. And
now, if they're smart, they'd be blowing the horn right now on the TonTons side of the field.
Yeah, so they can preserve all of that penalty.
Yeah, well, actually, he got help. He got helped by his buddy right there. He went and hung the flag before he got in the box.
Well, upTon 187 crew puts their first point of the year on the board. Let's check out this replay here. And here it is, Dan Zaleski launching from that 50 Dorito. Both of the TonTons looking down that sideline. Bam! Drops the hammer on the first one, and then takes out the second one. And then
Heyman Chapman thinking he shot Zaleski on the inside.
Yeah, if you look at it, Heyman.
If he did, that should be a major.
Yeah, actually, Heyman was wrapping, and as he's shooting Axel Godin, Heyman actually came around and wrapped on the inside on the wire side, and actually, I think that's when he shot him, and then he came around and continued to play. Now, and that's Dan Zaleski right there. Yeah. That's a major, and that's actually a really good call. Let's take a commercial break and come back and explain after the messages.
Ever wonder how your order gets from ansgear.com to you? Using our fast and efficient processing method, your purchase is pulled, verified, and shipped to your door quickly and accurately. Every order is checked for accuracy 3 times before it leaves the warehouse. With your choice of free shipping on orders over $100 to next day, Saturday, or international shipping options, you get the products you need sooner and at an affordable price to get you back in the game. Shop now at ansgear.com.
So here we go, 187 finally on the board, and whether that was a major or a minor, they're still figuring it out. Looks like, yeah, still don't see it on the board yet, but that was one of those very close ones that could go either way. But if Heyman Chapman did wrap around and shoot Zaleski, and Zaleski came down and still stitched up Chapman, then yeah, that should be a major penalty.
Yeah, I mean, Heyman Chapman, good job recognizing, that, I mean, he got into that spot to help give him some breathing room from that can. And he was watching the wire as Axel was watching the inside, but Zaleski just ran the highway, came really tight. Props to Zaleski, took a nice route straight at the edge of the bunker, but just a big gap between those last 2 Doritos for Zaleski to be able to clear. Heyman Chapman, good smart move, heads up to come around, shoot him on the inside, and then come back.
Yeah, it looked smooth. It was well done, well executed, and they need guys like Zaleski to be stepping up. Laval, only 1 confirmed kill so far from him out of this matchup, and we're going to be right back.
Everything there is to win. And finally, a cleat that can keep up. So now, it's time to shred.
So TonTons put to the test right here, and they are succeeding against the 187 crew, who has underperformed thus far in this game. Dan Zaleski finally stepping it up over there on Dorito's side, played awesome, getting 4 kills, really helping his team, putting them on the board, though he did get a minor penalty, and he's going to have to serve that minute in the penalty box.
And look at 187. Getting up, they're in their spots. I want to see them get up in the snake right now, though. Getting that snake is going to be detrimental. That's Brian Jankel. You just saw on your screen a second ago, and on your screen, that's the TonTons making moves up the Dorito side, Todd.
Oh, and it looked like the 187 player here on the first snake just took a shot in the side of the head. Axel Godin got into the 50 and just shot them both in the side, but Jankel The one that he took in the side of the head bounced, and then he took another one. He's walking off the entire snake side, now dead for 187. But one of them able to shoot Shaboom, number 7, off the tauntauns from the snake, and that's exactly what Slasher was talking about. You know, they get up bodies, then they take off running and get chopped up.
And clearing it out there, or not, I don't know. We'll see if Nick Laval is still alive. He is. I think Nick Laval is still alive. Tauntaun player pleading his case. He's going to have to be careful not to get a talking after hit penalty. And Laval finally getting taken out.
Well, Laval's the one that Dan Zaleski saved Nick Laval's life as the Tauntaun player came streaking through the middle. Nick Laval came out of the box and shot him just before he shot Nick Laval. But, I mean, if he shot Nick Laval, then that should have been a penalty because they wiped that guy off. Or they let Nick Laval continue to play. And I think they're discussing it right now. A red flag just flew in the air. And, yes, it is. I think it was Colombo. As he came through, Dan Zaleski heads up, came out of the box, recognized it, shot him, and he kept going.
Yeah, that's actually the right call. If that is in fact the call, I do see a tauntaun going to the box. I do believe that is the call, but we'll have to wait a couple seconds to figure it out.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been Samuelson. But I mean, again, this is what you can see the refs right now. There's number 82. I believe that is Samuelson. They're talking about it. Good heads-up play there by Zaleski. But this is exactly what Slasher was saying. They were shooting guys on the break. They shoot guys on the snake side. Axel gets into the 50 Dorito. He shoots a couple guys off the snake, and then instead of getting in the snake and going all the way to the end, shooting the rest of the guys, they get chopped up trying to make that corner.
Let's check out this replay here. So there's Nick Laval in that tall stand-up can. They lose their player on that Dorito side. And then, so this is the ball in that can. Boom, gets a shot in on him. Not sure that was from the Tauntauns. He probably should have went left-handed, though. Probably would have got a cleaner run at him.
I think he was going to go right-handed and then saw Laval starting to come out of the box. So he cut, or was going to go left-handed and then cut out to the right because he saw Laval.
Well, while the refs are having a conference to figure this out, we're going to go to a few words from our sponsors.
Hi, this is Dave Baines. What makes the Virtue Spire the best loader in paintball? The Spire is smaller, lighter, holds more paint, easier to use, easier to take apart, easier to change back and forth from lid to speed feed, and most importantly, never jams. Find out more at virtuespire.com.
What's up? This is Greg with Impact. What makes the Virtue Spire the best loader in paintball? The Spire is smaller, lighter, holds more paint, easier to use, easier to take apart, easier to change back and forth from a lid to a speed feed, and most importantly, never jams. Find out more at virtuespire.com.
While you are sitting at home, Texas Storm, Boom, and Houston Heat are here in Dallas, wearing Raza.
What's up? This is Greg with Impact. What makes the Virtue Spire the best loader in paintball? The Spire is smaller, lighter, holds more paint, easier to use, easier to take apart, easier to change back and forth from a lid to a speed feed, and most importantly, never jams. Find out more at virtuespire.com.
We've just done a lot to make the loader smaller, lighter, tighter, simpler, more reliable, more consistent, just a better product in almost every single way. It is the lightest force feed loader of its type on the market. It's also now, with this smaller body profile, the smallest force feed loader on the market. Everything's taken care of automatically by the sensors in the loader. Put it on your gun, play paintball.
Next season on the roster.
We're looking for a guy that's like on our heels every weekend.
My name is Wesley Ward. I'm 23. I'm from Macon, Georgia.
Scott Kemp, age 26, born and raised in Los Angeles, California.
Attitude thing, man, it's one of those things. Some people like it, some don't.
What's up? This is Greg with Impact. What makes the Virtue Spire the best loader in paintball? Not only is the Spire smaller and lighter than the leading competitors, but with a true 200 round capacity, it holds more paint as well. Find out more at virtuespire.com.
So it looks like the referees have concluded their meeting, and it's a 2-minute major penalty.
Yeah, and honestly, and just from what I've seen up here, we're not on the field, we talk about this all the time, but from what I saw, I believe that's the right call.
I think so too.
You know, it's unfortunate, you know, for them, but at the same time, you know, the refs are doing a great job down there.
So, 187 going to have to play down a body for the next 2 minutes, but, and now a major penalty on the TonTons. So, we finally seen it, our first penalty-ridden match of the tournament.
Yeah, you know, I think they're making up for yesterday because I didn't see hardly any penalties when I got here thrown. I'm not sure what happened in the earlier game.
Yeah, not a lot of penalties. I mean, there's a couple, but it was a pretty clean day yesterday, but now these teams are getting into it.
It happens, man. I mean, it's very unfortunate for the TonTons, but, you know, I like you said, they got to get used to these refs out here because it's a little different. They don't mess around.
Yeah, so TonTons in the driver's seat over on the snake side of the field. You have back corner bunker. When you're looking at the Dorito side right now.
And I love this Dorito side camera. It's the angles we're getting over there are phenomenal. And there's a lot of action that goes on over there, so, you know, I'm really happy to see that camera over there.
Yeah, he's getting pinched out from Snake right there. And he's trying to play as tight as he possibly can. He's finally getting taken out.
And that shot came across the field from right there by number 25 on the TonTons.
Yeah, both these guys are playing with major penalties, and 187 is going to get Laval back 45 seconds from now. TonTons 55 seconds left on their major penalty, so right around the same point in this game, they're going to be back at full strength, but Heyman Chapman getting taken out for the TonTons, and here comes Eddie Painter on a big move, streaks all the way down. Awesome job, Eddie Painter. Can he get the last one? He's still alive. He's locked in a gunfight, and he takes him out, and Eddie Painter just a brilliant display of how a back player can close the game out.
That was a great move right there. Very good field awareness. He knew what was going on. And, you know, I love the way he stopped and then actually got the back corner.
Eddie Painter can play some paintball,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, he can.
You know, not the smallest guy in the team, but he is immobile. I remember that one point last year where he ran. He realized that their opponent, I can't remember who it was, but their opponents were at the A, and he just runs and, like, slide dives underneath the A and stitches the dude up on the side. It was beautiful. Eddie Painter making it look good out there.
Yeah, Eddie Painter, good job. I'm starting to think that the TonTons don't have anybody on the sidelines helping them because they've been getting bunkered from some distance today. You know, Ironmen just coming from back corners and stabbing out their snake guys with just not even a, hey, somebody's coming. Not even close. Check out this replay real quick. Here is Eddie Painter coming down the inside with his gun up, left-handed. Gonna bunker out right there. Voulou, you gotta go. Hits the brakes, pulls up behind that temple, uses it for cover, and puts in a good shot on the corner.
Yeah,
here's the overhead view.
Yeah, that's the run in the highway. We call that inside part of the snake the highway. Does a little duck and dodge, pumps the brakes right there, switches hands, right-handed, and then just owns the last TonTon player right there. So nice job by Eddie Painter. And like we were saying, you know, there's certain guys on 187, and the whole team's good, obviously, or they wouldn't be playing pro paintball. But last year, we saw Zaleski, Trailer, particularly Trailer and Laval, and Zaleski also had some great games. And Eddie Painter, man. Eddie Painter out of that backfield, real consistent and not afraid to get up there and do what needs to be done.
Both teams still in a major penalty too, so they're gonna come out 4-on-4. You know, 13 seconds left on the 187 crew's penalty and 26 seconds left on the TonTons. And this game is far from over. There's 11 and a half minutes left. It's 5-2 in favor of the TonTons, but look at 187 Crew coming back.
Yeah, 187 Crew now just 3 points away, and with all the time left on the clock, there's totally enough time for them to come back here. But that's up to them. We'll see here. 4 bodies still alive for 187.
And Brian Jankel gets shot on the break trying to come to the snake corner.
Oh, and losing another player. Oh, it's 187.
And the vault able to get out clean.
But Axel Godin, seeing the blood in the water, starts attacking that Dorito side, seeing the bodies.
And then just owns Laval.
Oof.
187 Crew on their heels. You see Axel Godin on the top side of your screen at the 50 Dorito. He's going to come inside and try and polish off the last 187. Max, is that Max Trillo, left alive over there? Right there on the bottom side of your screen?
Yeah, Max Trillo, last guy left alive for 187.
They
got Dan Zaleski too,
yeah,
right?
I see Dan Zaleski over there now in that right side of your screen, that Dorito. They got a pretty good cross right now, Maddie, but they got to come down the snake. If the TonTons come down the snake, they'll be able to pinch out effectively across the field.
Well, Todd, it comes back to what you were saying. I think you're right. I think they don't have really good, effective. There's no sideline coaching from the pit side, on the D side. But there is, we can't stop the crowd from yelling. So if you get your buddy over there to scream for you on the sidelines, it definitely helps out a little bit. And I don't know if the TonTons have that, or they'd be closing this game out a little bit faster.
Well, you've seen the teams that we've thought have played really well. They know where to go. They see as soon as the side breaks, they know where they want to be in that snake to be able to start eliminating the Dorito side. In the same way that Axel Godin has been getting to that Dorito 1, sneaking in Dorito 2, and as soon as a body drops, he's in the 50 Dorito shooting the entire snake side. Once again, he gets into that 50 Dorito, shoots a couple bodies out. Max Trailer, the last one there. He's going to end up costing Nick Laval a gun if he can't get some game going over here on the snake side.
Yeah, that's true. I was just going to say, we have not seen Max Trailer get up here in the snake and perform like we expect him to perform this year. So, and that's going to cost his boy a gun if this continues all season long, which I don't think it will. I think we'll see Max get in there and fight the good fight. I don't know if he's going to be able to rank higher than Alex Goldman. We'll see. Anyway, score 6-2. TonTons 1 point away from winning their first professional game in the PSP. And we're going to be right back after this. Did you guys expect this to happen? Is this what you thought we were going to see out of this game? I thought we were going to see a closer game.
I thought we'd see a closer game. I mean, obviously the penalties are not helping the situation at all. I'm just not seeing the 187 Crew that I saw last year. They're not playing as aggressive as I thought they'd be playing. They're not making the crisp secondary moves. They're not playing as a team. It seems like they're getting shot out of their bunkers. But I think they're one of those teams that'll come back and they'll change things up and it'll help.
187 Crew still has 3 more games coming up. They do play Infamous. And that's going to be their next matchup. And, Infamous had a real easy game against Thunder. So, I don't know. That could be one of those where... I don't think Infamous is going to come in flat at all, though. Because Infamous is already back to the wall because they're losing Bobby Avilas. He has to go back for a funeral. Again, short on some of their guys. And now we're looking to the pits. There's Nick Laval, team captain for the upTon 187 Crew. And on this timeout, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. are in the pits with upTon 187 crew. Looking like they need to get something going there. 1,000-yard stairs for them.
Yeah, not what they expected to be doing, you know, first match of the day against TonTons. You know, a couple days ago when we were talking about this match, didn't really know what to expect, but after we watched the TonTons play the Ironmen this morning and played pretty well, you know, I was actually really excited about this game, you know, when we were watching the Infamous Thunder, because
I thought we were going to see a war.
I thought we were going to see just a super aggressive, all-out war, you know, not a penalty-ridden kind of, you know, dominated.
Getting dominated, going back and forth. Yeah, it's not what I thought I was going to see either, but still, 187, 3 more games to play. And right now, making moves on that Dorito side. You're looking at the TonTons as they're losing bodies, able to get there into Snake 1 on your screen. Colombo, number 7. Sorry, no, Nick. No, that was Frank.
And number 7 over here, Shaboom, into the Snake 2, getting the pressure put on him. Nick Laval up in that center X, right on the other side of the mini cake. So you see Shaboom on your screen right there, trying to play low, work down the wire. He got bounce going in there. Heyman Chapman trying to protect him, was locking off that Snake side of the field, but turns his head to the Dorito side and gets shot.
Every time you say somebody's name, they get shot pretty much. Oh, the curse.
Yeah, so Heyman Chapman going to have to pick it up here and help the TonTons. Was a standout player for T1 Top Gun Union. He's played for a couple pro teams, came up in the trauma camp. Now defunct Trauma coming out of North Carolina. Used to be, or they were world champions at one point. Then he went and played for the Russians. And now making his return to the professional division.
Yeah. Right now, heads up, right, Max Trailer right here. Heads up ball against Chambon from the TonTons. So I think this is going to be the game winner. Whoever wins this battle here in the Snake, Maddie, I believe will win the game for these guys.
Well, right now the TonTons are 1 point away from the victory. There's 8:18 left in regulation.
Yeah, lots of time.
Yeah, if Max Trailer, now finally we can see Max Trailer up in the Snake. Let's see what he can do. There's Max Trailer on your screen. Did he just catch one? Referee get in there and checking him out, and no, he is clean. So Trailer dodging a bullet.
But I believe the 50 Dorito, that looks like Dan Zaleski just got shot, so he's walking off the field, going to even it up now, 3-on-3. Actually, no, 4 bodies still alive for 187.
So you're looking at Max Trailer on your screen right now. He's working that sideline. He's shooting down the sideline, trying to get a shot. There he goes, on the move. Did he get him clean?
It looks like
he traded out with him, so Max Trailer playing aggressive finally on this Snake side of the field, and here comes Eddie Painter filling the spot, and then gets a shot cross field. Nice job, Eddie Painter. Eddie Painter's playing good paintball right now.
Yeah, he is. He's playing smart, controlled paintball, making up slow controlled moves, and picking his battles wisely.
What I like here is 187 not giving up. I mean, down 6-2. They fight back. They get another point on the board. 6-3. Nick Laval goes up the middle early. They've been getting hurt by the TonTons coming down that Dorito side of the field. So Nick Laval doing a good job getting up there and closing that side of the field off, not letting them come. Here you see Max Trailer getting up out of Snake 2, taking off down the field with his gun up, and trades out with the TonTon player to open up that side of the field. There's Shaboom, number 7. And here he comes as they trade out. Quickly puts his hand up, walks up the field.
Smart paintball right there by Max Trailer.
Yeah, well, Max Trailer is really good. He impressed us greatly on that Dorito side last year, and now he's switching over to play the Snake side, so just not sure if, again, maybe it's like the Ironman said. I think this bracket is getting off to a much slower start than the bracket that we saw yesterday.
Yeah,
I think that's blatantly apparent.
I totally agree with you on that.
Just playing a little bit more conservative, which is strange because they got to watch everybody play yesterday and see how this field is played. So for them to come out a little bit more tentative, a lot more penalties, not really pulling the trigger like the bracket was. I'd say yesterday's bracket looks a lot better.
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah. Overall. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, so...
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I think 187 is going to come out a little more aggressive next game. I think they're going to learn a lot from this game. I think the TonTons are slowly and progressively learning a little more how to deal with the refs, and they're starting to gel a little bit as well.
Yeah, because also, I mean, there's been some standouts. We had some good players playing today. I think Mouse had some really good points. Marcelo had good points for the Ironmen. And the TonTons have had some guys step up out there as well, too. And Eddie Painter's playing great for the 187 crew. Infamous obviously had some guys step up. It's tough to really see how Infamous is playing when you have the penalty-ridden disaster that was Thunder's first game. But, I mean, is anyone playing with as much energy as Tyler Harmon out here for Dynasty last year? Yesterday? No. The answer to that is no.
No, that guy is. I love that guy. He's a lot of fun. He's a really genuine person and great paintball player.
187 lost. Dan Zaleski going out to that corner on the break. TonTons have been doing a really good job of shooting people on the break in both the games that they've played today. I think it's one of the big reasons why they've been able to attack so quickly is that they constantly have that advantage. And
there we go. Minor penalty, as you've seen at the top side of your screen, being pulled on upTon 187 crew. And that's pretty much going to put the nail in the coffin. Oh, I don't think Heyman actually knows he moved to the snake.
Here comes Heyman on the run through. Heyman didn't get him, but Steven Lasher does.
Where'd who go?
Yeah, so
I went like this. They went like this.
So that is going to do it. The TonTons are going to take the victory here as long as the hang is clean. And I am slowly starting to be impressed by the TonTons. They're getting it together now. This is a good victory for them to come in here and take out a 187 crew that a lot of people are expecting to have a pretty big season, seeing as they have pretty much the same roster that they had last season, and they've had an entire year. Their freshman year was pretty solid. Let's check out this replay. On the Snake side, you see Pike in there for 187, about to get his head blown off, and he trades out with Steven Lasher. Was he able to get a shot on Steven Lasher, or did Steven Lasher get shot crossfield? Let's check it out from this angle. Steven Lasher, look, heads up, cuts, he looks towards the inside, keeps his gun that way because that's where the paint's going to come, and then bam, drops the hammer. So Steven Lasher picked up from divisional team T1 Top Gun Union, who we've seen in a lot of finals.
And him and Heyman played together on that team for quite some time, so they're used to playing with each other.
Yeah, pretty good combo, good pickups for them. But, I mean, the guys that we really saw impressed today were Shaboom, Vulu.
Yeah.
Those guys played awesome. Axel. Axel was in that 50 Dorito several times.
Oh, Axel,
early and often.
He's ratcheting it up,
playing
man.
amazing.
Maybe it's a little bit. I think too. Also, obviously, Axel from France, playing for the Russians last season. He can't speak Russian. Now he's back with all his buddies, all of his boys, and I think that it looks like he's feeling that energy. Okay, it's everyone's looking at me. Everyone understands that I'm going to have to personally step up, and obviously everyone else here, but everyone knows who Axel is, and we're starting to learn who the best players on the TonTons are. But it's very impressive to see Axel maintain his composure because he had a little bit of problems with that last season. And we have Lauren down on the sidelines with Dan Zaleski from 187 crew to talk about their loss.
Hey guys, down here on the sidelines with Dan Zaleski from 187. Dan, that was a really tough match. You had a lot of penalties. What was going on?
I don't know. A couple of them, we didn't know we were shot, and they gave us minors, but that still hurt us. And then really the majors in this league just kill you. We can't be getting 1-2 majors a game because the teams are too good here. They'll just run you up 2-3 points. That's exactly what happened at the beginning of the game. We couldn't come back.
Last season, you were the main attacker on the Snake side, and now you're playing the Dorito side, trailers on the Snake side. Why'd you guys decide to switch that up?
We just decided to honestly switch it up. It wasn't